Dog was depressed, so I picked him up an ostrich bone. He's never had an ostrich bone before. He's like, this is interesting. He's actually afraid of ostriches. We have an ostrich farm kind of close by. Wow, that thing smells. I can smell it from here. We have an ostrich farm just down the street. Whenever we go by there, he's scared. Yes, I'm revealing your fears. He's always scared over there. But you're not scared to eat it, are ya? I love this thing. Yeah. He's a bit depressed because he can't do what he wants. We're trying to train him, of course. I was trying to make him a service dog because he's a very, like, calm dog in one way, but then in another way, he's just kind of crazy. So we don't know yet if he's going to work out as a service dog, but he's only almost a year old. And I've done, like, the basic training, but, you know, we have all these other issues going on too, where I've got, you know, the mind control stuff going on with the dog and the people around me, so it's kind of crazy. But anyway, you see his eye is a little goopy. He's still having like some kind of allergic reaction to something. We're not even sure what, but we're trying to get him off his food and onto some new food. So he's been real depressed because his eyes have been itching. Poor thing. I've been spraying antimicrobial spray in him, and doesn't like that. But you know, I think it's from the inside. It's not like an illness. It's not an infection. It's an allergy, I think. So probably something induced by the mind control. Unfortunately, because I got a threat ahead of time, which I thought was towards the cat, but no, he turned up with the really bad eyes. His eyes were perfect before. They looked fine. And I was even noticing one day, like, oh, he's got the cute little eyes. And then, like, shortly after that, his eyes started doing this. So, you know what that means. It's like whatever you think about. If you're staring at pretty flowers, they will have someone cut your flowers off at the neck, you know. So this is what happens as a targeted individual. They attack our animals as well as us while we sleep at night, during the day. You just never know. And a lot of times they just do what you think of. Like if you thought of something was pretty, like I said, they'll come chop the heads off your flowers. Anyways, he's enjoying it. Maestro, is that good? Oh man, this is the best thing ever today. Yeah. We don't want you to be depressed, buddy. It's been so hard because then when he doesn't feel good, he really doesn't listen. He's still pulling, and I'm like, dude, you're too old to be pulling around. You gotta stop pulling us. You know, he should have his heel down by now, but I think they're sabotaging my efforts. Like, I train him, and he does really well. Like, from the very beginning, when he was tiny puppy, he was great. And then, of course, you have to get the vaccines they require, you know, and then have the mind control stuff going on. So, like, he's worse than he was, like, when he was younger. That's how bad it is. So I'm just trying to figure out how to... I don't need, like... You know, I don't work. I'm already completely disabled, so I don't actually need, like, a dog that's so great to take to work. I just need a dog that can go into town with me, remind me to take medication if I start having a mental breakdown, do deep pressure therapy, which is how they calm you down, like, if you're in, like, an episode. The dog can actually activate your nervous system with deep pressure therapy, which is basically a fancy name for just like laying their legs over you, or standing on top of you, and it calms you down, you know, from like a panic attack or something like that. And so I just need, it's like 3 things. I mean, I would keep training him if he'd keep learning, but it's only like 3 things, you know, medication reminder, deep pressure therapy, and blocking. I want him to be able to do blocking. So if I'm being harassed by certain people, like, he can watch your back. He can block people from getting close to you. So And I go to town like a couple times. Well, now probably 4 times a month. So it's not like his job is heavy. It's just really simple. But they're trying to sabotage even that. Very sad, because he's a very calm dog. Even as a puppy, he was calm. You know, he's got his issues with the birds or squirrels, stuff he wants to chase. But other than that, he's a pretty calm dog. He's a good boy. I was like, I should make an ASMR video of dog chewing, but instead I'm just making it an informational video. Yeah, he's a good boy, huh? He really likes this thing. I didn't know ostrich bones were that hard. Oh my goodness, that thing is tough. I hope you can eat that. You know what's interesting is like all these people sell these raw hides and bones and everything, and then you start reading and there's like a whole movement of people that say, don't feed your dog bones. Don't do this, don't do that. And you don't know who to believe about any of this, because we always had rawhide for our dogs when we were young. Never had a problem. And now there's a thing with the food. Everyone's doing this like raw food diet, or even home cooked and stuff. Like, you know, when we grew up, dogs ate kibble and they were fine, and now the kibble's making dogs sick. It's like, gee, I wonder why. Probably poisoning the dog food too, just like they're poisoning human foods. But anyway, you like that, huh? Yeah, Mom's gonna have coffee and then probably take you for a little walk, so you're not so depressed. He's real depressed. He has to get out of here and get some miles on him, which is real hard to do too, because then he's really not wanting to listen. Like, I want to do what I want to do. I don't want to listen to you. I'm not his person. Like, they say these types of dogs, like cattle dog, he's a mix, but the cattle dogs usually pick like a person that's their favorite, you know? I'm not his favorite, because Mommy makes him behave, but Daddy doesn't. Daddy, like, kind of lets him get away with stuff, which is really bad. But you're going to have to behave soon, because I'm going to break down one of these days and want to get you groomed. I was trying to do his nails myself. Like, his nails, I clipped them just a little bit, but like one time, the very first time I did it, I accidentally hit the quick. So of course, now the dog's paranoid, you know, and I didn't even cut that much off. It was amazing, but see, you can tell his nails are getting a little long. I want him to get to a groomer though, like have the full groom experience. Full groom experience. He's all, yeah, Mom, I need that. You do, because they'll make you behave too, and then you'll learn that you have to behave more. I think it'll improve even his behavior to go in for a grooming. I know, it's so sad. Everything's so expensive nowadays too. It's like, I was on Nextdoor and I says, you know, is it that poor people can't have animals anymore? Because like everything that's expected of you, like you can't afford, you know? Like we used to give our dogs a bath at home. It's like, okay, I'm going to give you a bath and clip your nails, but it's not good enough anymore. He's got to smell pretty and have his little bow. I guess he doesn't have to, but you know what I mean? Like, nothing's good enough anymore. I can't feed him kibble. Gotta do home cook. Like, I can't even afford to buy my own food. I go to a food bank for my own food. How am I gonna home cook a dog meals all the time? It's just not gonna happen. But anyway, so we're just doing the best we can. I tried to get him on, like, one of the expensive dog foods in the beginning, because I had dogs that did really good on that Nutro. But for some reason, this guy got diarrhea on it. And every time I gave it to him, he was getting diarrhea. So I'm like, this sucks, because it's like the really good food that like makes their coat really nice, which is important because you don't want them itching all the time. So now I think we're gonna try maybe Royal. People are recommending Royal Canine or something like that. We try that one next. But for now, it's home cooked meals because we got to get away from the dog food he was on. We're thinking it might be a chicken allergy. So who knows? Okay, this video's getting long, but anyway, I just wanted to show you. A cute dog eating his bone. Not quite ASMR, but it is relaxing. It's relaxing to watch the pets. That's why I say, you know, some people pay for television. I pay for pets. So, I mean, either way, I'd be paying for something. But I watch pets instead of TV. So, there's that. Okay. Well, I hope everyone's having a good day. And take it easy. And God bless. Bye.